are watching Where Are They Now with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Good evening. Welcome to Where Are They Now? I'm your host, Dianne Hart Lohman, and tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing a composer, a producer, an arranger, a keyboardist, and he's also a physician. Good evening, Dr. Shawn Trent. How are you?
I'm great, Dianne. It's good to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Let's jump right in. Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. So I'm right here from the D. Still work in the D occasionally, and I'm still living not too far from the D. I'm actually in Dearborn right now.
Oh, okay.
You're living in Dearborn.
So what schools did you attend?
So elementary school, I went to Jesus School. I right there on 6 Mile area. And then in 6 Mile, Livernois area. And then I went to University of Detroit High. And then afterwards, I went on to college. I went to college down in Atlanta. I went to Morehouse College.
Oh, a Morehouse man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I graduated from there and went to Wayne State School of Medicine, right in the D.
Now, when you say University of Detroit High School, I've never heard the word university in front of high school. So was that more like being at a university versus being at a regular high school?
Well, yeah, it was regimented. So it's the U of D. They have a U of D junior high as well as high school. And it was run primarily, it was a parochial Catholic school. So it was run by the priests. So very regimented, like being in high, more like in a college atmosphere.
So let's talk a little bit of how you got to the music. How old were you when you realized that you were going to be a musician or a singer or a composer or any of those?
Well, it wasn't something that came overnight. Actually, I started in playing the piano at the age of 5.
Oh.
And I was pretty much, I don't want to say forced, but let's just say, I had strong disciplinary parents, especially my mom. So at a very young age, she got me involved into classical music. So from like age 5 to about age 15, I was trained in the classical music realm. And then after that, I started delving into jazz and gospel music. So I've been playing, ever since then.
Since you were 5.
Since I was 5 years old.
Anybody else in your family play or sing?
My mom is a piano player and she sings a little bit. Her grandfather, my great-grandfather, was a preacher. So he had his own church back in Georgia. Occasionally, would play around the house and play, with the choir and all that. So she kind of instilled a lot of that in me. I guess.
I'm sure she probably did.
Yes.
At what point did you realize, well, you know what? I'm going to continue to pursue my music along with all the other things you were going to do?
I think, music has always been a part of my upbringing. And even though I, went on a journey of the medical, the music always was that balance that I needed, When things got extremely stressful, it was the thing that I could always count on to kind of calm me down and ground me. So, it's always been there, even if it wasn't always in the forefront, it's always been in the background. So
at what point did it become professional?
I would say maybe around 2007 is when I started composing. Mm-hmm. So when I started composing songs of my own, that's when it became more personal for me. And then I used to primarily compose instrumental tracks. So, or I would write songs for other people to sing. And I said, I want to get to a point where I want to write and make good lyrics and I want to sing them. So this is kind of an evolution I've gone through because I haven't always been one to be in the forefront singing my own songs. So I'm kind of coming into my own now and feeling more comfortable singing and arranging my own, vocals and things like that.
So how many songs do you think you have in your catalog that you have written yourself, whether you sang on them yet or not? We'll talk about that.
Well, I mean, I might have a good maybe 30 something, maybe 30, 40. And then I still have stuff here that I haven't even finished that I'm working on. I have little things, tunes that I have recorded, and I'm like, I got to get back to that one. So I have a dozen of, hodgepodge, piecemeal things I need to get back to and compose.
So now you say that you have written for others.
Mm-hmm.
Who have you been writing for? Are you writing?
Nobody famous.
That's all right.
But they're a part of, I guess you could say, Detroit royalty or famous people from the Detroit area. Monique Guest, I'm writing some things for her. I've written a couple of tunes for her. Monique Guest, she's the daughter of William Guest from Gladys Knight and the Pips. God rest his soul. He's, going on. And then I have a good friend of mine who does some background vocals on my most recent album. Her name is Dr. Christy Lawson. She's also a physician. She's an excellent singer. And I said, I'm going to start writing some stuff for her. So I have a couple of tunes that they're almost finished. So hopefully next year, early in the year, we'll be going into the studio and, completing those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you get those ladies ready for the studio, let me know. I'll interview them and let's get their music played some out on the radio.
That would be great. I would love, and I know they would love that. So for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that you are writing. You started with house music first, or that's just a part of what you have been doing?
That's a part of what I've kind of, I wouldn't say I got coerced in, because it wasn't really, you didn't have to twist my arm to do it. But my first project, I had my first CD I released in 2013, and it was a fusion jazz CD called That's What's Up. And it's out there, on the musical streams like Apple Music and Spotify. So, I did that like 13 years ago. So after I finished that, a good friend of mine who is a house DJ and a composer and arranger and a singer of himself, we did a project together about 4 or 5 years after I did that. That's What's Up, my jazz fusion project. It's called Time Travel. And with his mix of house beats, my piano playing, because I have kind of a fusion jazz style. Sometimes I have a little classical, put in a little classical on top of it. We kind of meshed all of those, styles together. So I came out with Time Travel, maybe 2017 or something like that. It was about 3 or 4 years after. So it's out there also called Time Travel.
So tell me a little bit about who may have influenced your music style.
That's a good question. I have so many. You know what? I really have to thank my father for being such a audiophile, because he loved all types of music. So he would, at a young age, I was exposed to people like Ramsey Lewis. And I love Ramsey. I still listen to Ramsey Lewis, when I'm relaxing at home. I love him. I love listening to Chick Corea. I love Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
So also, I have some gospel influences, like Andre Crouch. So the Hawkins were always something that was played. The Hawkins family was also played at home at my house. So people like that, instrumental wise. Yeah. As far as singers, I used to listen to one of my favorite males would, of course, be like Stevie Wonder and Luther. And then female singers would be like Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, Aretha. So my father was into all different types of music.
So tell me, when was the first time you got a paycheck for performing someplace, or have you been out performing?
I have performed. Granted, with my intense schedule now, and I need to, of course, confess this too. I have a band,
Oh,
so
okay. We'll talk
yeah,
about them next.
that's important. So, I think when That's What's Up came out, that was when I got my first paycheck after I was introducing that music, probably 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually playing with a group called Soul Unit. That was an already organized band that I played with, and they played my music. And God rest his soul, the the music director or the director of Soul Unit was Glenn Goldie, and we called him Goldie. But he's gone on now. He was a great bass player now. But then after that, I organized my own band soon after that. And we play, we used to play more often than I do now because being a physician, I'm extremely busy and I work outside of Michigan sometimes. But we used to play at least 2 to 3 times a month before I started working outside of Michigan. And now I'm starting a release party for October so we can reunite and play the new music from this album, Night on the Fly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what we did not talk about is you're being a physician.
Yes.
What type of physician are you? What specialty?
What specialty? Yeah. I work in the lab. I'm a pathologist. So yeah, I look at all of the body parts and look to make sure people, I used to do autopsies at one time. I used to have my own autopsy service. But when COVID hit, that was kind of, a little risky because I had people on my staff that I didn't really want to, go down that road and, worry about people's health. But now I work in the lab, so I'm the one that looks at things under the microscope and, diagnoses cancer and infections and crazy stuff like that. So I've been doing that for almost over 30 years now.
So you're the person that's responsible for putting on my death certificate what I died from.
Well, you say it like that, I sometimes I am. Or your primary care physician would if he knows you very well and he knows what you had. So that is true. You're absolutely right.
So tell me a little bit about how you're commingling this musical career with this medical career.
Some days is easier than others. Lately, and I'll tell you this, I'm a traveling physician. So I do a lot of traveling out west. I'm actually working in Phoenix at a hospital in Phoenix. So it's like I spend half of my time in Michigan, doing what I need here. I have a couple of laboratories that I kind of oversee. But when I'm not doing that, I'm working in Phoenix for the other half of the month. So because I have, this very intense and seemingly always on the road type of job right now, I have not been as focused in the music. But every opportunity that I get, whenever I have some downtime, I'm either working on a new song or rehearsing or getting ready for, something that I want to do with the band in the near future.
So you're managing to do both.
Yes. So far, so good.
That's great. On stage, who have you been playing with? Your band or some other people when you have had an opportunity to perform?
So lately, I've been with my band, which is called Dr. V. Shawn and the Jazz Ensemble.
Oh, okay.
So which is made up of a very unique and eclectic group of people who have their own, jobs or they have their own projects going on, but they always have an opportunity to get with me and we make some awesome music together when we get together.
So now, have you been outside the country with your music, or you've not had time to leave the United States of America?
I will tell you this. One of the songs that we're going to listen to is called Brazil Bound. Mm-hmm. I had an opportunity to play some of not that particular song because I hadn't created that song yet before I had gone out of the country. But I had shared my previous albums with some of the folks in Rio de Janeiro. Okay. I have a couple of great musician friends that live down there, and we love to exchange, our music talents, and we played together. And I played a couple of my songs, of course, without my band, but, on the piano with my Brazilian friends.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to take a break and we're going to listen to Brazil Bound. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about that song.
television on the cutting edge of urban internet TV. You are watching Where Are They Now with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Welcome back to Where Are They Now. I'm your host, Dianne Hart Lohman, and my special guest this evening is Dr. Shawn Trent. So let's talk about that bad jam. How did it come about?
That song came about after I had gone down to Rio de Janeiro. I had an opportunity, I had an invite down there from a dear friend of mine. And it's funny how the universe, how God works, because this particular person hit me up on social media. Good dear friend of mine now, Felipe Darlin from Rio, and he's a bad guitarist. Oh my God. I think all of the people in Brazil who are musicians, they come out of the womb getting ready to play an instrument. It's amazing. And that vibe that the Brazilians have down there. So he hit me up on social media and said how much he enjoyed listening to some of my music on, I believe it was on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And then he shared some of his music, with various people he had been playing with. And then he was like, you need to come down and we need to hang out and jam. And I had never, of course, met him in person, but we have just been talking back and forth, And I think we talked for about a year. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to come down there and visit him. And I met his family, his parents, they're pastors. I got an opportunity to play at his church, met his brothers and his sister. His brothers play the drums. He plays the guitar. And we had a couple of jam sessions down there. So it was very nice and thoroughly enjoyed. And they rolled out the red carpet for me. So it was amazing. It was great.
When you think about any of the performances that you and your band have done, mm-hmm. What's the most remembered performance that you have?
Gosh, that's a great question. We did a Prince tribute. Oh my God, how long ago was that? It must have been back in 2016. Oh my God, we were on top of a roof. And I believe it was the place is no longer in existence now, but it's where Joe's Crab Shack is downtown. Mm. Or no, Oyster Bar, Tom's Oyster Bar. Okay. So we were up on the roof outside. The weather was perfect and the crowd was amazing, and people could hear the music. And they were coming in, just to see what was going on. And that will always be, memorable for me. That was the best time of my life.
You can only imagine. Yes. So are you promoting any shows right now at all? Or are you just working?
Well, I am in the process of pulling together my release party / show for this new album, Not on the Fly. And October is the target month. I don't have a specific date yet.
Right.
It'll be in October for sure.
Will it be in Detroit?
Yes, it'll be in Detroit. Absolutely. Okay. I will keep you posted.
Please do. I hope I'm in Detroit when you do that so that I can come.
That would be great.
And I can definitely come. Let's talk a little bit about where your fans can find you on social media.
Certainly. So I have a website, drvshawn.com. I'm on Facebook, same under Dr. V. Shawn. And then I'm on Instagram. I'm under Instagram as V. Shawn, so I don't have the doctor in front of me on that one. But you can just plug me in, Dr. V. Shawn, and those sites should pop up. Yeah.
Did you tell me you have sisters and brothers?
I have a younger sister and I have an older brother. And actually my older brother lives in Arizona, and that's where I travel to work. So I get an opportunity to see him. That's one of the positive things about being able to travel as a physician. At least I get to see family. Yeah.
Does your brother play at all?
No, my brother is military. So he's
We say, no, he does not play any instrument.
He's a little tight, tight back, but he's a great person. He's a wonderful guy. And my sister's here in Michigan. She's very busy with her family. She has 3 kids, so she's doing her thing. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Well, we're going to take another break and we're going to listen to another song written by you, Night on the Fly.
Yes.
And when we come back, we'll talk about that song.
It's a new day for Detroit radio. It's internet radio. Make sure you're streaming in your car. Detroit's digital radio station for a new generation. DetroitHotRadio.com. Terrestrial radio can't do what we do because we are setting a new standard in Detroit. The best Detroit artists are here, along with all your national favorites. The most music 24/7 by all your local favorites, like Anita Baker, Michael Henderson, Kim,
So how did you find your way back in
and the Dramatics. If they're from Detroit, they're heard here. This is where Detroit turns for R&B from yesterday and today.
24 karat magic in the air.
Detroit Hot Radio.
Hi, this is Dianne Hart. Be sure to catch my shows as we interview politicians and special guests on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on The Opening Statement, the Lit TV network on Roku. Also, watch Where Are They Now as I interview entertainers of yesterday and today at 7:30 p.m. Detroit Hot TV on Facebook. Thank you.
You are watching Where Are They Now with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Welcome back to Where They Now. I'm your host, Dianne Hart Lohman, and this evening my special guest is the one and only Dr. V. Shawn Trent. What a bad jam that song is. Let's talk a little bit about Night on the Fly and what inspired that.
Oh man, I just wanted to create a good going out party type of song, that is going to get people up and moving and dancing. And it's funny, things come to me. My best, I guess, work comes to me like when I'm sleeping, late at night when I'm kind of out of it. And I guess my, that subconscious kicks in and things come to me, in my subconscious. And that one was just so easy for me to, even the lyrics. And I'm not I never considered myself a strong lyricist, but that one kind of flowed. I was like, okay, I just want something, that's going to get people up and moving, have that nice R&B kind of feel to it. And lo and behold, that's what I came up with.
And the words just popped into your head.
Yeah, the chorus is always the first thing that seems to happen. Mm-hmm. So I get that nice chorus, and then the verses, they come a little bit later, and you have to, of course, sometimes you have to tweak the verses, but eventually, the whole thing just came together, just like, wow,
I was really laughing when you talked about the Brazilians and the fact that how they come out of the womb. All you all come out of Detroit, come out.
Well, you know what? I'll take that definitely as a compliment, Miss Hart, because I've met people, when I go to festivals, or live jam sessions, and, like people from Europe, from France or Germany, and when you tell them, you're a Detroit musician, they're like, oh, we know the Detroit folks, they like try to copy off of the Detroit people. I was like, wow, we are really, well known and well respected around the world.
Yes, you are. That's why I said that. I was laughing when you were talking about them, and I was like, did he forget where he comes from? Music capital of the world.
That's true.
Everybody born in Detroit can either sing, play, dance, but they can do something musical if they so desire. I've never been a place with that many people, that many talented people.
Absolutely.
So do you ever go down to Burt's and sit in on jams when you're in town?
You know what? I have gone down to Burt's. I have not been down there like I used to. I used to go down there and I just do, sometimes I would just slip away one night and go down there and just listen to the nice, to all of the people and the musicians down there. T. Pablo, I remember running into him down there, and he pulled out that harmonica, and I was like, wow, it's just, you just never know what people are going to do. He actually, because he had, we had a prior interview when my first material came out. He was like, Dr. V, you going to get up there and do something? I was like, no, not tonight. I'm just going to kind of chill and watch you professionals, do your thing. But it's relaxing, it's kind of like cathartic to just go and just see all, everybody just have a good time and just do their thing.
And it's just so amazing to me that you might run into anybody.
That's right. Martha Reeves, she loves to hang out down there.
Yes, she
Absolutely.
does. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's amazing to me. I am cousins of Misty Love,
I
who
love Misty Love's voice. Oh my God,
my
yes.
cousin. And that's how I met T. Pablo. They're my cousins.
Nice.
I come every year. We need to see you at the Detroit Black Music Awards. You might be in no telling where you may be, but
Oh my
it's
God.
August 2nd in Detroit. It's always the first Sunday
You
in
know
Detroit.
what? I will be in town and I will put that on my calendar.
Please do. Please do.
I,
I'll be
I
there.
I did go one year. It was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very well put together.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it will be absolutely awesome. It always is.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, it is. If you go out to my social media page, I have her flyer up. I know T. Pablo has it up already. And it
Okay.
will give you the address of the actual location. And it's being played on the radio. And you're going to have to
Yes.
be listening to the radio because you're going to be hearing your own song.
Wow.
So you will
my
have
God.
to be listening to the radio. But let
Definitely.
me ask you,
Mm-hmm.
if you could give some advice to an up and coming individual, either both on the medical side and in the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk a little bit about how you would speak to them.
I think that's universal. You always want to surround yourself with successful people, no matter what you want to go into. Persistence is the key to whatever you want to do. It doesn't have, you don't have to be the brightest or the most, the smartest person. You just want to be able to, if this is what you really want to do, you want to make sure, hey, I'm going to be dedicated and I'm going to, make sure you just go to the very ends until it's completed. With both of my endeavors, I had a lot of what would you call things that had stopped me on this project with Not on the Fly. I had a bass player who had a heart attack right in the midst of the project. God rest his soul. Neil Ivory, amazing bass player, and this was one of the last things he did before he passed. So it's like listening to, him playing, it just brings back good memories. But when that happened, I had to get somebody to replace him. And then COVID hit. So, you have all of these things that get in the way, but you have to be persistent and keep on going, So I would say that, with medicine too, you're going to have, things that inhibit you. You may have, small stops or failures, which you consider as failures, but they're really lessons. They're like, hey, you need to, kind of reassess and then keep it moving once you reassess. So that would be my advice.
So let me ask you this. So did people try and discourage you from doing your musical career since you were a physician? Because sometimes, we have people around us who think they know what's best for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Some people, it's funny, nobody outright said, don't do it. But people are like, oh, you still doing that music thing? It's like, why not? Why not? I mean, it makes it, first of all, I'm doing it for myself because I enjoy it, and it brings me joy. I just hope that, people enjoy it once, I have a finished product. And most people, they're like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty good. And then when my band, like I surround myself with, geniuses in regards of people who are able to adapt and listen and, play together well as a team. You have to have people who listen to one another, who are not, have an ego. And when you get that mixture of people together and, you understand, your role in the band and what your part is, it's like magic, getting people like that together.
Tell me something that I have not asked you that you'd like your fans to know about you.
I would tell you this. I'm very much of an introvert, believe it or not. I'm an introvert. I'm pretty much a person that stays to myself. It takes me a while to warm up to people. So I guess that's why music has been my best friend, you know. It's kind of been the thing that, you know, that I've romanced, and it's romanced me. So I'm people may not know that I am an introvert.
Wouldn't be able to tell because you answer all of my questions.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I know when to when to turn it on and when to turn it off. I guess that's what it is. But I do prefer to be by myself most of the time. You know, I like a little social gathering, but not too much.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, so what do you think has kept you in both of these spaces all these years?
I think I want to maintain my some sort of balance and some sort of purpose, some sort of sanity with everything going on in the world. Right. And it has definitely helped me, you know, maintain a balance, you know. I think that's the primary, my primary reason. And it gives me a sense of purpose. Music has definitely kept giving me a sense of purpose when I forgot what my purpose was, you know, or where I kind of, you know, you get all bogged down with work or things that are going on. And I can always find a solace in my music. Right.
So is there anybody out there in particular you might like to play with sometime or another?
That is a loaded question, Miss Hart. Let me see. I mean, there's a whole lot of people I would love to play with.
Name a few that you'd like to play with.
Oh my God. Okay. So a good friend of mine, Chad Boykin, who is also a Detroit homegrown piano player, knows Stevie Wonder. Oh. I think that would be my dream come true if I could play with Stevie Wonder or Herbie Hancock for that matter. If we could do a jam session, you know, on the pianos, Battle of the Pianos, I think I would lose my mind if we could do something like that. For real. Because it's something like, I don't see that happening anytime, you know, in my horizon, but you never know.
Well, you know, you have to put it out there in order to get it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, hey, it's out there now.
That's right. So Stevie, Dr. B is looking for you.
Absolutely.
Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock. Oh, God. One of my favorites. We play a lot of his cover stuff. I love Herbie Hancock stuff. And Stevie Wonder. We do a lot of Stevie Wonder covers with the band. Yes.
Okay. So when you come back, October will be the month that you're going to have your coming out party.
I certainly will. Early part of October. But I'll keep you posted. I will. They're coming out of this new album, Night on the Fly. That's the name of it.
That's also being played already? Or
it will be in the next month. In the next month. And in fact, you all have had an opportunity to be one of the first, you know, people in society to hear it. So before it hits the airwaves, you know.
It'll be hitting the airways very soon.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I tell you, it's been pure pleasure getting this opportunity to speak to you.
You as well.
I can't imagine what it's like to be up under the microscope looking at all the things that...
Oh, yeah. It can be interesting. It can be very interesting. So what you see under the microscope, right?
So even as you're traveling, that's also what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. You're a pathologist, period.
Oh, yeah. Around the clock. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to hearing more of your music. How many songs are on this new album?
There are 10. Yes. So there are an additional 8 more songs that will be hitting the airwaves in about a month from now, three weeks from now.
So you're going to release the first one, and then are you going to release the entire album, or are you just going to put them out one at a time?
We'll probably start releasing the entire album in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So you'll hear the whole shebang. Why rush it?
So it's ready to go.
Oh, it's ready to go. Yeah, you might as well hear the whole thing. Yeah.
And this is with your band?
A lot of the musicians are with my band. Yes, a lot of them play live with me when we do our live performances. Absolutely. And some of the background singers are some of the solo artists that perform with me when we do cover songs. Mm-hmm. So they sing behind they sing in front of the band. The band backs them up when we're performing.
Okay. Wow, how time flies. I hear that little music in my ear. It's just about time for us to wrap it up. But listen, you can watch me on the opening statement every Wednesday night on Roku on the Lit TV network right here in Tampa Bay at 7 o'clock. On Thursday nights, I am on Detroit Hot Television Facebook page where I am Where Are They Now? And that's where we will have you very soon. And we're going to be playing your music on the radio.
That would be great.
I'm looking forward to it. So I need you to be listening to me.
I certainly will.
I'll
now,
tell you, Pablo.
Now that I know where to find you.
Listen, right?
Exactly.
No, but absolutely listen to us on Detroit Hot Radio. You can also find me on YouTube. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's under Dianne Hart. And every time I put up a new video, you'll get notified. So I definitely thank you, Dr. V, spending your afternoon with me.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much.
You are so welcome. And congratulations on that new album that's coming out.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Detroit Hot Television on the cutting edge of urban internet TV.
But I knew something wasn't right. But since he paying my bills, I guess I'ma be alright. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. He came home late one night, ooh, smelling really sweet. He jumped in the shower, y'all, and jumped into the sheets. I rolled my back and turned, y'all, and went right off to sleep. Yeah, I really ain't got time for your lie. Well, I'm finna catch a sheep. Well, but I knew something wasn't right. But since he paid my bills, I guess I'ma be alright. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. I know he's cheating. I know he cheat, but I don't really give a damn. No, I don't. I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him go. No, that's my man, and I love him for sure.